Hello there everyone, how are you doing today, beautiful? My name is Joesephyr, and in today's video we have another new launch trailer for the Stranger of Paradise DLC called Different Future, which is going to be coming out next week. So we've already had a trailer for Different Future, and it was very interesting, showcasing the likes of a little teaser trailer of the Emperor, some extra footage regarding the Lufenians, and a bit more of Jack Garland's kind of journey. And this is very much described as the final part of Stranger of Paradise. So I wanted to do a little reaction video with you guys and maybe a little bit of an analysis, taking a look at what kind of things we might expect from this. And yeah, I've not seen this trailer before, so let's just go ahead and take a look and see what we can expect.
I'm impressed. You've made it this far, Jack Garland.
So this person was in the other
suffered,
trailer.
thanks to your recklessness, your thirst for chaos.
See, I'm just going to stop it there for a second. I'm not going to keep stopping it, but once again, I think that it's very important to note that we have the Moogle from Dissidia, so like popping up here, because that's very much the Dissidia Moogle there. And then I thought that perhaps this character might be Cid of the Lufane, because Cid of the Lufane in the original Final Fantasy 1 was kind of like the chronicler of everything that happened, but had passed away like ages before anything actually happened in FF1. So I think that having Cid be this kind of androgynous character might be really interesting, or it might be a completely different Lufenian.
Your thirst for chaos. Our plans lie in ruins. However,
I'm not living for that get up though, I have to say.
I am not one to lose heart so easily.
Okay. See, oh no, wait. Oh, hold on. That was absolutely like the boss theme from Final Fantasy 2 as well, living for that. And once again, similarly to what we saw before, the Different Future text here is written in the font that the original Final Fantasy 2 was written in. So it's very much focused on FF2. So whether they're going with like the Dissidia like multiverse lineup, or maybe they're leading to a sequel to Stranger of Paradise set in FF2, that remains to be seen.
Are you the one who will be Garland?
Well, he knows Garland by name.
This place is now under my dominion.
I'm living for the voice.
To kneel before me.
I knew you'd start spouting bullshit the second I saw you.
It's nice to know that Jack hasn't changed in all of the trailers and all of the everything that's happened in Stranger of Paradise. It's nice to know that he's still Jack Garland. But yeah, I'm living for this voice for the Emperor. I'm really enjoying it. And it's nice to know that these Dissidia NT models are not going to waste and that they are being used, because, I mean, I love the Emperor's design. I've always loved the Emperor's design. I think he's stunning, and I just absolutely living for him.
I knew you'd start spouting bullshit the second I saw you. You've got the look.
Oh, nice.
To think that it would guide me here, where the powers of the crystal mingle with the chaos of discord.
I mean, lots of...
is a moving sight. This world has power worthy.
Oh, he's using all of his
indeed.
signature attacks.
Power worthy of my command.
I'm just going to go back a little bit here, because I want to just look at some of the attacks he was using. So he's got his Dreary Cell, Thunderbolts.
Where the powers of the crystal
These are all attacks that come from Dissidia, so the way he uses his staff. So that's Dreary Cell there. Also, oh, hold on, back a sec. So he's using Gilgamesh there as a summon, as you saw in the previous DLC, which I do need to... I want to make sure I get everything finished before this DLC releases next week.
This world.
And then there's Starfall, which is like his big attack.
Power worthy of my command.
I'm just happy to see the Emperor back, honestly. I think he's amazing. Oh, this is... Is this Omega? That's absolutely Omega. Oh, that's cool.
Omega will crush you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Name dropped
and wipe all
Omega.
trace of chaos from this world.
That's a good extra boss to have. Although I wonder why they haven't
An army of these monstrosities
gone with
to
Shinryu.
stamp out chaos.
I mean, he looks difficult and challenging, which is what I want.
Die.
Oh, that's the Bahamut wing blades, right? Yeah, that's the like that attack is him using Bahamut. So yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, it's interesting that they've brought in Omega and then they've brought in the Emperor, but there's no sign of Shinryu, which is like a godly figure amongst Final Fantasy. So I'd be interested to see if that comes along. New jobs. Oh yeah, we saw this in the previous trailer, so guns are a thing in this. Oh, that attack's cool. Hunter, attack enemies while analyzes ineffective build stacks, making enemy weaknesses easier to exploit with each one. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool, but it's like sort of delay and then... Oh, they brought Gambler in. That's actually a really cool way to use Gambler. Randomly selected skills. I'd be curious to see which ones of these skills come up. Are they positives and negatives? I would assume so. Like, let me just have a look here. Oh, Utsusemi, that's Ninja. I saw one that said too bad. Divine Sigil, and Thunder. So they're not all bad. Magic Regen. Sorry, I keep stopping and pausing it. So basically there's one bad one, but I assumed it just gets you nothing, otherwise it would just be useless. Fusing with mannequin materials. So for those of you who haven't played the Dissidia games, mannequins are the like common enemy that you see in that world. So this is even more kind of lending the idea that Dissidia is being continued through the Final Fantasy origin stories. So maybe this multiverse thing is a thing. Maybe they're bringing it all together through multiple entries into Final Fantasy Origin. Either way, I'm happy. I think that it's a really good way to go about it. Replication, replicate equipment with mannequin and crafting material. That'll be quite useful for just sort of augmenting your abilities later. Oh, here we go. This is the Warrior of Light. And hold on a minute. Right, so you've got Warrior of Light, White Mage, assumedly Monk, and a Dragoon. Now, this is a little irksome, because there's never been a Dragoon in the Warrior of Light's party. You can't even play as a Dragoon in FF1. So I'm like, I see you. I see you. Oh, no, that's not a monk. That's the thief. That's the thief.
You remember me? That's right. I am Garland.
I'm going to go back again a little bit here. I love the new look that Garland has. I know we've seen Garland since the base game, but my god, they did a good job with that armor. He looks so badass. I'd love to get the Play Arts Kai figure for him at some point, because it comes with like, oh, I've seen it on the throne. It looks really good, but every time I look at him, I'm like, he looks
Garland,
good.
you will die here, and I will live forever.
The journey ends at last, January 27th. So yeah, we've only got a week until that comes out, so I've got to get in gear and get this Gilgamesh DLC finished. So that's everything. But yeah, so I think that it's really interesting, like seeing how FF2 is being brought in, but it's seemingly not the focal point. The only thing I worry about a little bit is because Warrior of Light was used as like promotional material for the first DLC, the Trials of the Dragon King, and he was kind of a throwaway boss fight at the start. I hope they don't do that with the Emperor, because I think that bringing the Emperor in was such a shock value thing that he has to be difficult, and I want to make sure that that's a difficult fight. Now, I know you can change the difficulty settings, Chaos, Bahamut, etc, etc. You can do all of that, but equally, I want to see that fight be epic, because Stranger Paradise is actually very good at making really good fights, so I want to see that continued there. But yeah, I'm very interested in this. Like I said, I've got some catching up to do before I can get on this, but I want to see how this performs and I want to experience it myself. If I have a criticism when it comes to Stranger Paradise's DLC, is that you have to finish everything else before you can even look at it. And that to me is the kind of DLC that I don't like, because it's, well, why isn't this just at the end of the game then? But at the same time, it's nice to see Warrior of Light being one of my favourite characters, although that shield needs some work, coming into the game as his kind of Dissidia self, like the FF1 Dissidia that we've seen him in before, as opposed to his red armor from FF1, though that would have been quite cool to have seen as well. Then we obviously got Gilgamesh, because he is the kind of the first note that Final Fantasy's ever had when it comes to sort of multiversal, traversal. That's a tongue twister and a half. And then obviously seeing Emperor and Omega, which are again significant of worlds outside of FF1, it's going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out. So yeah, very interesting. Thank you ever so much for watching. I thought I would leave a quick video and a little reaction to everything here. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media pages as well. Thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications on any other videos I might be making for Final Fantasy. And yeah, let me know what you think of the trailer for Stranger of Paradise and tell me whether it's something you're going to be picking up. And until then, I will love you and leave you. And thank you ever so much again. See you soon. Take care, beautiful. Bye now.